for realsies. Let me get my notes up.
I'm gonna do my absolute best here. I have a topic.
Sweet, good.
You found the new meta for male Twitch streamers.
Sleeveless shirts apparently is the way to go, brother.
Yeah, slutting it out all there, all on camera.
Weird as hell.
The more skin you can show, the better.
I mean, to each their own, I guess. Like if you like dudes in sleeveless shirts, like, hey man, fucking more power to you. But me myself, I'm gonna be the guy in the sleeveless shirt from now on. Apparently,
I didn't get that fucking view.
You know it, bro. You know it. No, I actually don't like wearing sleeveless shirts. I've never really liked wearing sleeveless shirts because I get really bad arm key. It's like when they say like back knee, but it's on my arm. I get it real bad.
Slowly. I was like, he means acne, but on his arm.
Yeah. It's like only on my like delts here and
it just comes across as
my triceps. It used to be so much worse. Like I used to get acne all up my arm into my like back shoulders, really, really bad.
Dude.
And it doesn't like I would talk to people like doctors. I talked to like a family friend who was a dermatologist. I was like, how do I fix that? And then she was like, do you wash your body? And I was like, no, I just get in the shower and get wet. Of course I wash my body. And she was like, well, it could be like the soap you're using or you're dumb. I don't know. But it was like a number of things. I tried every suggestion that she had. Doesn't go away. I just found the thing that controls it the best, kind of.
Yeah, I used to have really bad fucking face knee, if we're going like that. Fucking, dude.
Or would that be facne?
Yeah.
I like facne better.
So when I used to have a lot of facne, especially when I was in basic training, there's like pictures of me in my uniform marching, and it's my mom taking pictures, or my grandmother taking pictures, and dude, it's just fucking like. Also, it was really hot and sweaty there, so like my glasses do this really cool feature where they're just like
just slide down the bridge of your nose.
So I'm just like, I can't see. I look ugly. This is just all around a good experience. And for those that don't know, when you're in the military and you're marching in formation, you can't just boop and push them right back up. No, you got to fucking suck it up and.
You should be able to. That's a stupid rule.
Yeah, you look retarded. I'm making the Air Force look dumb like this. And they're doing already a really good job of that.
Glasses slid all the way down. I don't think other countries were like, now that's a fighting force.
Now he puts warheads on foreheads.
So I've seen, dude, it just that like the glasses all the way down that reminds me like the old dudes I've seen in public, and they just got like,
oh, the fucking droop nose.
Yeah, like droop nose, glasses all the way down, and then they got like. They're fat. I don't know how to say that nicely. They're fat, you know. They got like big poofy Santa cheeks, rosy red cheeks.
Dude, and the oldest people have the biggest pores, bro. You could fall into one of them fucking things. Bro, the fucking nose pores, you could fucking see into
I can't really speak against those because I got big ass pores on my face.
Damn.
Like if you look close, you can literally see dots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I also do.
I get pretty good blackheads on my face.
Holy fuck. Can we move the podcast like 3 feet forward? The air conditioning feels amazing.
I'm chilling now.
I know. I
cool quick. But I'm always hot.
I'm making a little dokey doke because it's a little spicy in here.
Anyways, so you have any funny events that happened this week? Because I do.
Well, I did. Candace and I went shopping at Goodwill the other day because we were supposed to go to the laundromat, but we didn't bring money or detergent.
Dryer's still broken, by the way, guys.
Yeah, didn't bring money or detergent. So we were just like, all right, we're already
did you think
out.
It was free?
Well, no, I guess we just forgot the detergent. I didn't know that it wasn't in one of the hampers.
You see, you didn't bring money? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What? Like coins, or just you didn't bring
coins, cash, anything?
Oh.
We brought obviously like our wallets and shit, but I was banking on it being like one of them 21st century laundromats where you could fucking swipe your shit.
Yeah. No, laundromats don't like upgrade like that. That's and no insult to anyone. Like I've been there. Laundromats are like the I'm very poor,
bro,
or my house can't fit one. or
So
apartment, I should say.
about that, we went to fucking Goodwill, and we'll give this a little quick synopsis. Candace got a couple things for herself, and I was looking for some fucking pants, dude. All they had was like dress slacks and like blue jeans, and I want black pants that I like feel comfortable in. These are fucking epic. They're like Eddie Bauer, not sponsored, not hashtag ad. They are comfy as fuck. $9.
Dude, that was the same. I had these jeans. So I had kind of a heartbreaking story. What happened? The last time I went to Germany, I got pants while I was there because out of a suggestion from someone who knew better than I, they were like, "These pants are the greatest fucking pants in the world." And I was like, "Yeah, right." And I tried them on, and I was like, "Oh my god, these are fucking great." No, not these.
Okay.
There's this black pair of pants that I had, and I wore the shit out of those pretty much every day forever. And then one day I put my butt in Candace's face, and I was like, "I'm gonna fart," and she was like, "You have a hole in your pants." Oh. And I was like, "What?"
I'm like,
and she was like, "There's a hole in your pants," and I was like,
and I ripped my pants.
"Don't say that." And then I was like, poke where the hole is. And then she poked, and I immediately felt her finger was not on the outside of my pants. It was touching my butt. Well, my underwear, but you know what I mean.
I have a good dude. Last night,
I was so sad though. Oh no, but anyways, I went to Walmart. We were getting
about the hole
something. Yeah.
Just real quick.
Yeah,
sorry.
Hold on to that.
Okay.
It's real fast. Went to Walmart, which normally, in my experience, has not good clothes. But I saw these pants, and these are Levi's.
Okay.
These ones and the black pair of pants that I have, and they were $14.
Levi's are expensive though.
Yeah. And they look pretty decent, you know?
They look really good actually.
They look pretty good. Yeah. And for $14, I was like, I'm sold.
Are they stretchy at all? Or are they just like jeans?
Pretty stretchy.
So speaking of that position you just did there, I was going to bed, right? And
spreading legs and going to bed. I like where this is going.
Well, so I fucking hit a little scratch, you know? I'm going to bed about a little itch, a little scratch. I cackled laughing for like a whole minute.
I think I heard it. Pretty sure I heard it.
I went to scratch myself, and I was wearing underwear, and I scratched my balls, and I was like, "Hey, yo, what?" I got a big ass hole in my underwear. My balls are just sitting through. So you have the fucking like the ball separating underwear? So do I.
Dude, okay, so what actually started why I got the ball hammock underwear was because I had underwear for like fucking 7 years, like forever, dude. And I was wearing them one day, or I was changing in them. I was getting into the shower, and I like pulled my pants down, and Candace was behind me, and she was like, "Throw those away." And I was like, "What?" I thought she was talking about my pants, and I was like, Why? And she was like, "No, I can see your ass through your underwear." And I was like, "Oh, is there a hole?" She's like, "No, it's just that worn out that your ass is now visible through your underwear, and I can see your butt." And I was like, "No way." And I thought it was going to be like, you know, like when girls wear a shirt that's like you kind of see their boobs. Yeah, like, yeah. I love those, first of all. But then I was like, "No way." And I walked and looked in the mirror, and I was like, oh. It was like
skimpy underwear,
whole ass, dude. It looked like fucking boxers with like a little plastic or like a glass window or something in my butt.
You change at work. Was there a chance that you wore those at work when you
100%. 100% that happened. And no one said anything. I don't look at my butt when I'm in my own.
Oh, everybody else was.
I don't check.
Everybody else was like,
everyone else was. Which would make sense because when I was talking about different tattoos that I had, some of my coworkers were like, "You have dumb tattoos," and I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you,
dude."
And they're like, "What's the dumbest one you have?" And I was like, "Well, if you think the tattoos you can see on me are dumb, you'll really like the ones you can't see." And he was like what? So I told him about
the pizza,
the pizza and the slice of cake on my butt, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we already know about those." And I was like, "Did I tell you about them?" And they're like, "No." I was like, "What the fuck?"
The underwear.
It had to have been the see-through undies. It was the see-through undies.
They were fucking sheer, Candace says.
They were very, very see-through. Like, yeah. It was... She was not... She She was on point with what she said.
I was fucking watching a Tim the Tatman video, did a little fucking scratch, and felt like my balls, and I was like so taken aback.
Fuck? You're like, what? And then you like pinch and then you pull out and you just pulled your nutsack through the little hole. I've had that happen.
No, they were already through. They were already through the whole
sack was hanging out?
I like picked it up and I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, I have underwear that had like little holes down there, and then you're like, I like little pinch and twist, like it's good, you know. But I don't think I've had a pair that my balls just like melt out of.
Yeah, yeah, those need to go.
Interesting.
Those need to go. They are the ball separating underwear for free though, so I don't know. I might keep them around for a little bit longer.
Like same but different, you know.
Yeah,
same but different.
Same but Ross dress for less.
Don't diss on Ross, bro. That's where
eBay underwear.
I used to buy my fucking clothes from Ross. I got my first job. I'd go to Ross and buy clothing because it was like the only place I could afford like clothes. Otherwise, it was just fucking, here's your brother's clothes or here's your cousin's clothes.
Yeah,
and they were from like
there.
the 90s and they smelled like the 90s and they looked like the 90s.
Now it's an aesthetic.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking ahead of my time.
Way too ahead.
Against my will, ahead of my time too. No, what I was gonna bring up was whatever day it was this week when we woke up to the awesome sound of the smoke detectors.
Okay. Do you want me to go first? You want to go first? Because I can't believe how fucking dumb I was.
I'll say my part, and then you, because we were in obviously two different parts of the house,
different scenarios.
So, we woke up very early in the morning the first time. It was about 5:45 in the morning, 5:30ish. It might have even been earlier. I don't remember the first time when it happened, but I fucking get scared awake to the smoke detectors, every single one in the house, full blast, going off, middle of the night.
Yep.
And so you can understand my confusion because I'm like, who the fuck is cooking?
When you say middle of the night, the one that I heard started at like 6.
There was one really early in the night, but it was real short.
Okay.
Real short. It was like maybe 5 seconds. And that was the first one that I woke up to. I don't think Candace woke up to it.
I'm a little terrified that I
Nova and I woke up to it. It was like 3 beeps. That's all it was. And the only reason I woke up initially was because Nova did a fucking leapfrog onto my fucking chest and face because she's terrified of the smoke detector.
Yeah.
And so I woke up and I was like, oh, and it's like, boo, boo. And then it shut off. And I was like, what the fuck? Why was that? And then I just fell back asleep. But Nova's terrified of the smoke detector, so she like starts vibrating when it happens. And so
massage bed.
I got a cool massage bed for a little while, but I fell back asleep. Then probably around like 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe even I think earlier than that the first time, it went off again. And at that point I was like awake and knew what was happening, and that's why I was like, who the fuck is cooking? Because it's the only explanation in my freshly awake brain that why the smoke detector
you
went
have
off.
a very logical thought process. You're like, fire
No, I
alarm.
don't think it's logical for a smoke detector going off in the middle of the night and me being like, who's cooking? Like, well, and not maybe there's a fire.
I think it was more logical than mine.
I don't know, because I have alarms that also do the same thing, but I'll let you say your part, and then we'll combine where our stories meet.
My alarm has never been loud like that. So I fucking get woken up by the one at like 6 a.m. I abuse the fuck out of my Google. I fucking go, I'm scared inside that I'm going to wake other people up with my alarm because I think it's me. I'm like, I don't want to wake a little bit. I don't want to wake anybody else up. So I'm like abusing it, and I slap it off my nightstand, and then I'm like, oh. And I did the same thing you did. It's like windows shut down.
Yeah, right back asleep, right?
Yeah. And then fucking it happens again. And I slap where my fucking Google Home was, and it's not there. And I was like, I don't set alarms.
Yeah, then you're like, what? Wait, what the fuck?
I was like, hang on. And then I was like, why are you so fucking loud?
Because there's one, we forgot one.
That's what that other fucking beep was the other day.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
Well, that one's not dead.
Anyways, we'll get to that part. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck is going, like the song, what the fuck is going on? And I walk out. I am fuming, dude. I'm pissed. I don't sleep a lot at night already. I got really bad insomnia. So I didn't fall asleep until probably like 3:30. So I have like 2 hours, 2.5 max hours of sleep in my body right now at the time of this story. And so I walk out because honestly, I was expecting to open the door and then see like Zane or someone cooking something at fucking goddamn 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I was gonna walk up behind him and just donkey punch him just angrily. But no one's in the kitchen, all the lights are off, and it's still blaring. And like going on. I'm like, what is happening? So I walk over to the thermostat, and I was like, maybe the thermostat, like the heater kicked on and it's like burning dust or something. So I turned the heater off and it got cold real quick. So I go back to bed cold. And then it goes off again. And I wake up and now I am fucking, I can't even explain to you how angry I was. And so I swing the door open and Tyler's like out there also, we like make eye contact and I was like, what is happening right now? He's like, I don't know, I thought it was my alarm. And he's like, still kind of asleep. And so then we like walk around the entire house and rip every single smoke detector off of the ceiling, all of them. Well, yeah, so legally we're still abiding by the law because we have a smoke detector that is working. So we're still good. But at that time, I was like about to fucking bash all of them with a hammer because we pull them off the wall and they'd still be going off. And then initially I just pulled the battery out of it. Yeah. And it was still going off. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I remembered that they're all like connected to each other. Yeah. So when one goes off, all of them go off to wake up everybody. So I was like, oh, that's what that sound was. So I was like, time to fucking collect, dude. We walk around, rip them all off the ceiling, rip all the batteries out of them, so now they're not connected anymore. We still got one just in case a fire does break out. We
planned that. That was 100% planned.
Definitely going to hear that from the rooms that we're in. But, oh my God. And then I think by the time we got all of the fucking smoke alarms taken care of, I go back to my room and I look at the time and I'm like, sick, man. Now I have 25 minutes before my work alarm goes off and I have to get up and go to work, and I've been asleep for 2 hours, maybe some change, like total tonight. So I like lay back down and I was like, all right, I'll get like 20 more minutes of sleep and then my alarm will go off. Nope. All the smoke detectors going off. And then on top of that, Nova's vibrating the bed still because she's still panicked. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm just not going to get any sleep tonight. So then that whole day was a massive series of fucking annoying things. That was Thursday. That was Thursday, I think.
I think so.
It just one of the worst days of my entire life. And then I got home and I was like, at least I have a stream. And then the stream was good. But fucking series of unfortunate events all day.
I was going to congratulate you for not using that title. Because like anytime somebody's like, oh, I had a series of...
And then you're like,
unfortunate events.
Spiderwick Chronicles.
Yeah, they're like, I know what words complete this sentence. All of a sudden, it's like...
I did not have a good day on Thursday. And it started with the smoke detectors. And then I had physical therapy on Thursday too. And I went there, and normally physical therapy, you're like, oh, you feel better after that? Nah, it was weird, dude. I left and I was in more pain. A lot more pain. I left and like they said they felt this weird thing about my spine because like I told you guys, my spine's like a goddamn jigsaw puzzle. It's a mess, dude. And so they like do this twisting motion, and then the physical therapy did this like push motion on the middle of my back, and it fucking hurt so bad. And I like made a noise and I was like, that hurts. And he was like, oh, let me adjust. And then he just steps to the side and does the same thing. And then it made this really weird pop. And he went, and anytime a physical therapist does that.
That's like hearing your fucking surgeon go, oopsie.
Yeah. Oops. He like put his hand, I'm like laying down and I can see his hands go up and I look up and he's like, how was that pop? And I was like, not good. That hurt a lot. He's like, all right, yeah, let's move on. He just like goes to another part.
I just like Hadoukened your spine out of you? How'd that feel?
Okay. And so then he's like, all right, let's get up and we'll move over here and do some stuff. And so I'm like, walking over and he's like, is it that bad? And I'm like, no, I'm faking it. Yeah, dude, it fucking hurt, man.
Yeah, I'm a stolen valor for fucking spinal conditions.
He was like, okay, yo, well, we'll do some like movements to like activate the spine. And I was like, oh, it's fucking activated. It's fucking activated, brother. It does not feel good,
You hit the
man.
fucking power down button on my
I was
back.
like, you put a fucking extension cord into my spine and activated the ouchies, bro. It fucking hurts. It
That's
felt
how
like
it feels to chew 5 gum.
it felt like someone took a rod and was like, and just like one jab to my back.
Fuck.
And my back like hurts always as is.
Yeah.
So then to like add more pain to that, I was like, oh, cool. So like now
It can get worse. That's cool.
Yeah. So now like I've like did a lot of stretching and stuff now, but like at the time I was like, no, I can't even do like this or like that twist.
You should just get like a
Like-
marionette and then just dangle you along.
That would be fucking awesome, honestly.
Then you wouldn't have to use your back.
So then I like moved a little bit and he gave me this like medicine ball. And he's like, all right, we'll do some workouts with this. He's like, just do as much of a lunge as you can, which I can't do much of a lunge at all. And he's like, and then do a twist. And so it was more like, it was basically this like, that was all I got. And he was like, oh yeah, not much motion
In the
range
back.
of movement or range of motion at all in your back on. I was like, no, dude, that pop hurt a lot.
You
And he was
absolutely
like,
folded me.
it's like, all right, let's go back and lay down. So I like laid down.
Hey,
He
can
was,
we
like,
document that you
pushing it a
just
little
fucked
bit.
me up here right now? So
Well,
in
he
case.
was trying to feel for what it was, and I think what it was, it like popped, and then I had this like not necessarily a muscle spasm, but like this permanent muscle like knot that just
Contraction.
built right on like the next to / on top of my spine. And so then he was just like going ham, massaging the shit out of that. And initially I was like, hey man, this hurts a lot still. And like the movements you're doing are hurting more. And then it popped again. Let me tell you, dude, balls sucked into my stomach. But then it didn't hurt and things felt better. So I was like, okay, cool. But the whole rest of the day, that one spot on my back, which is not the normal spot that hurt a lot. And so like sitting, fucking, dude, I went to take a shit and like pooping. I've never had a poop be uncomfortable for me. Well, okay, that's not a lot. That's lie. But like the sitting motion of a poop, I could not sit or find a comfortable position that didn't feel like my back was trying to come out of my asshole.
I don't know why, but that just made me think of like, would you buy a recliner poop?
A recliner
poop.
toilet?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Probably. That sounds pretty sick. Like
You
that's
just like drop it.
sounds like a pretty bougie thing.
Yeah,
I'd be down.
with a bidet obviously built in.
I
And
want
a cup holder.
I'm down to get a bidet, honestly. Like I'm not opposed. I want
Ludwig
to
sponsor us. We'll use your bidets.
I want to bedo it and just buy a bidet.
Ludwig, send us a bidet.
Why'd you say Rudwig?
Did I?
Yeah,
I said
it with an
send
R.
us a bidet.
You said it like a Chinese man.
But Ludwig, send us a bidet.
Bloodwig. That sounds like an Elden Ring like boss.
Sounds like the gangster version.
I am Bloodwig. Yeah, Ludwig if he was a would it be like Cludwig if he was of the Crips?
I think no, that'd be if he was a clown. The Clussy, dude.
I'm gonna rub your
Clud buds?
pussy with my cleanest.
The Clud buds, dude.
The Clud buds. Oh man, yeah, you did say Rudwig. I thought you were like, I don't know what you're doing. I thought it was like a weird joke.
Hey man,
Anyways,
my brain don't work so good sometimes.
my brain no working, no good. I'm thinking back how much my fucking back hurt that day. You know what?
You
I'm
don't
not
have
gonna.
to
I don't
dwell
think
on
about
it.
Thursday anymore, dude. Thursday's gonna get me in a fucking bad mood all over again for no reason. I'm gonna check the audio real quick. Didn't know it was connected to the speaker. That was kind of cool, huh?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know how you activated the PC audio from there, and I was like, Bluetooth.
Hey, man.
That's the
Hey
thing.
man, me neither. Weird, huh?
Dude, my brain is dumb. Thinks that the fire alarm is a fucking like my alarm, and then just thought that Bluetooth doesn't exist for a second. Is like, yeah, obviously he activated his computer from his phone.
I do remember like the first time I learned about Bluetooth, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
You remember when
said it.
Bluetooth was a thing and not a connection type?
Yeah,
It was like you had the Bluetooth in your ear, like she's talking on a Bluetooth.
yeah. The oh god. I wanted to hear. I want to make sure both of our levels were even. Sorry. No, yeah, I remember like the earpieces.
Yeah,
You'd be like, Talk to me.
Yeah, you'd be
Those
fucking
classic
taking
days.
business calls.
I kind of miss those.
I had the fucking
You had one?
So hang on, but you remember the Xbox headsets, the really shitty
wireless
ones that came, no, that came with it.
I'm getting ahead of you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The fucking wire ones that came with it. I upgraded to the little fucking Bluetooth guy. I was like, fucking.
That's what I was just thinking about. That was the first like wireless quote unquote thing that I really owned.
I felt so fucking cool, dude. I was like, yeah, dude. Hey, dog.
Hold on, let me mute.
Yes,
can you hear
mother.
me?
Oh,
you
I'm
can't
grounded
because I'm muted.
Hey guys, I'm grounded. My mom says so. Bye.
I got one of those, but like, I got them when they were not cool anymore, and it was like cringe to have one. And one of my friends came over for the first time, and I was like, "Dude, you want to play some Xbox Live? We play some Call of Duty." He's like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, "Oh," and I picked it up. He's like, "What's that?" And I was like, I don't know. Just like
That's when Turtle Beaches became cool.
Yeah.
Turtle Beaches and Astros.
That was what I had to move on to. But the only Turtle Beaches I could afford fucking ever was the ones that had to plug into the TV.
Oh, Mega had the fucking 10-foot cable.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember that shit.
I'd be sitting there, and then like I was used to the wireless one, and you just like get up and go to the bathroom. So I'd be like, whoa, just get like yanked back. I fucking knocked my TV over off the TV stand one time. So I like stood up, and it was like I felt the tension. I was like, whoop, and I stopped, and I looked back, and it's just like and the TV just flies off, and I was like, I'm fucked. And then I walked over and picked it up, and the screen was black, and I was like, that's definitely broken. And then I realized the power cable got unplugged, and I was like, oh. And then I plugged it back in. And then for some reason my brain thought as soon as I plug it back in, it'll just turn back on. So I was like, oh my God. Oh wait. And then I pushed the power button, and then it was fine.
Oh, your brain thought that as soon as you plugged it in, it turns back on.
Yeah, I don't know why. I figured as soon as like the power hit it, it was gonna be like image back. And so when it didn't do that, I like started almost crying.
Forgot about the power button.
I was in like 8th grade, I think.
Dude, it's funny how your brain just like omits like some really useful shit.
Yeah, that's like just my brain always.
Yeah, same. Not
even like sometimes, like most times actually. Like when I meet someone for the first time, I'm like, hey, I'm Krabby. And they're like, and I'm like, oh, cool. And then we move on. And I'm like, fuck.
People will
Did that guy say his name, or did I forget to ask? There's no way he said his name. And nope, I just fucking straight up forgot.
It's like a Japanese subtitles with the subtitles off. Like if he's speaking Japanese, like, but it's an English dub, but the dub's muted. It's like they're just like talking, but nothing's coming out.
I love those. I remember the old Japanese animes that were like dubbed to English, and then they like jump and they're like, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like just keeps
Not
going.
even animes, like the old Japanese films with like samurai fights and shit.
Oh yeah. They be making some cool old. I remember I can't remember what the movie was called, but I remember back in the day, my dad, because he's old. What?
It's always a Wednesday.
It's always a Wednesday?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's a Dane Cook joke.
Oh, no, it's not always Wednesday. Back in the day, my dad used to show me these old movies, and I remember this old like samurai film, and I don't remember what the premise was. I just remember this one scene where he's like, and like chops down and then just fucking slices this guy in half. And I was like, that was crazy. And then my like dad would watch and he'd be like, it's cool. And then he'd get up and he'd end the tape. And I watched him. He put the tape back somewhere one time. And I was like, okay, know where that is now. And then one day I was like, I'm going to go watch that tape. Boop, 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 put the tape in. And then like the part where he normally gets up and stops it, then immediately turned to porno. I was like, fuck me. But it was like not anything to do with the movie we were watching. So it wasn't like he just showed me the part you skip in pornos.
He recorded that shit off the TV.
Probably. Yeah. Or got it from, I don't know. But I was like watching and I was like, because I would notice it, he would stop it and it wouldn't go to credits. So I was like, what? There's got to be more. And it was like, goes and then it's like clapping cheeks. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And like shut it off. And I was like, there's more.
Those are some weird credits, man.
Took the tape out and then went back and just put it back where it was. And I was like, I don't think I ever want to watch that movie again. It kind of ruined it. But then it got me thinking and I was like, what a fucking risky thing he was doing.
He ran out right to that
like,
line.
There. Okay. All right. Yeah.
God forbid the batteries in the
5
remote went out.
seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds. No, he would get up and
Oh, okay.
5 seconds further, and my innocence was just fucking ruined.
With him in the room.
Yeah.
Your innocence got ruined, but it was like on your own dime. It wasn't like an embarrassing fucking moment.
It could have been a film that he made. Let's change the subject.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It very well could have been something that he made and would just like.
That's
was
very
holding on to
interesting
it.
given his religious stature.
There's a lot of weird stuff, but yeah, I know what you mean. I think it was interesting regardless, actually. It's a weird thing to be like, hey son, look at this, but don't watch any further than right here, you know?
But also, I'm going to show you exactly where I place this and assume that you're not going to watch it again.
I don't think he knew that I saw him put it away. I don't think he was like,
Kids, you should assume see
he wasn't
everything.
He wasn't like, hey, come here, I'll show you where I keep this. It was just like he walked away and I was like, got it. 3rd drawer, sock drawer, very bottom.
What was in his dresser?
I don't remember where it was. I just remember I think it was in the garage. It was like in his workbench.
I was going to say you should have known if it was in his fucking dresser.
Yeah, there's a bunch of weird stuff. And I think I told it one time, but when I came home from school one time, when we first got like a family computer, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go on like Addicting Games or YouTube or whatever, and I booted up the computer, but it was just asleep. So like you touch the mouse and then it's like turns back on, does the whole thing, and then I hear noise, but like I don't know what it is. It just sounds like heavy breathing, and I was like, what the hell?
Right.
And then the monitor turns on, and
it's the Olympics.
someone went on YouTube. Don't know who it was. Oh, I think I scared the shit out of me.
You look down at your phone like it just got a text
No,
saying you're
'cause
HIV positive
I
or
got
something.
a text from my mom, so I thought she was. Anyways, if you are watching this, Mom, what's up? Sorry to spoil that.
Hey,
Anyways,
don't watch any further in that movie, am I right?
no, but this will also be something really funny. Someone, don't know who, turned the computer on, and it's just a video on YouTube. Not a spicy site or anything. It's just this video on YouTube, and the title just says "Lesbians Kissing Makeout Sesh," and so all you just hear like, and I, like the screen's still black when it was turning on. So I was like, "What is that sound?" And then it boots up, and I was like, "What the? What am I looking at?" Someone just like was watching it, and they paused it, and they're like, I'm gonna use a snack, and they just walked away, forgot it was up, and then the computer went to sleep. So when I smacked the space bar, it played the video and audio, but not visually played the video.
Take a
So
second.
then I'm just hearing that, like what? And then that pops up, and I just like hit pause, and I was like, no one's home. There was no one home at the time.
I'm
I was
getting in
home
so
alone.
much trouble for this right now.
Some ghost was like, I really like lesbians.
A lesbian ghost.
And YouTube of all places to like find that video. This was like old school YouTube, so it wasn't when like the algorithm knew you real well.
Yeah, you can just type that shit into fucking Google and it'll pop up multiple sites for you to watch that on.
With
and
like
YouTube will
way
be
better content than just smooching. You know?
YouTube will be on the fucking like the fucking millionth O in Google.
Yeah, I was very surprised, but for whatever reason, that's like a memory that like stands out in my brain.
That's good. That's really good.
I don't know if it's a fond memory, but it was, I thought I was going to get in trouble. Like I thought that was going to get blamed on me somehow, but I also didn't know how to clear browser history yet. So I just closed the page thinking that made me safe. And then one time my friend told me about browser history, and I was like, what's browser history? What? He's like, no, browser history. It's like people can just look up and see what you were searching. And I was like, huh? They can what?
People like adults don't know about that, right? Though, like, I gotta go home.
Yeah, I just remember thinking about all the things that I had searched. I was never stupid enough to go on the family computer and be like naked ladies or anything like that. I always knew that was just bad.
Yeah.
That was going to get me in trouble. So I never did that. But there was definitely some question. I remember when I clicked on a YouTube video once. I used to watch a fuck ton of YouTube when I was a kid, like middle school. And one of the suggested videos was Lois from Family Guy got naked in this episode, and I was like, whoa, and I clicked on it. Of course it's just a fucking troll.
Yeah.
but my dumb kid brain was like, naked cartoon.
Naked Lois?
Yeah,
No
I
way.
was super excited, and then they lied to me.
Rick rolled your ass.
No, it wasn't even a Rick roll.
Oh.
It was literally just a like, what's wrong with you? You really thought there'd be a naked video on YouTube?
Your little kids, I was just like,
I felt attacked for sure.
Yeah.
I was like young, like, okay, asshole, you're the one who posted this.
yeah.
You think people aren't going to click on a video on YouTube, you idiot? But speaking of nudity on YouTube, the fucking video we saw yesterday, that was insane, dude.
Yeah, YouTube's the new Pornhub.
Insane.
Sorry, P-Hub.
So I was doing. It's hard to say how we came across this without completely just giving away what the next video is about.
No, we can. I got you.
Okay.
So we were searching this game show because it's 100% a game show.
All right. I guess that's kind
And
of fair.
it has. Wow, you're right. It is pretty hard.
It's very hard.
Do you want to divulge that?
I'll just say I was doing research for the new video that we'll be releasing soon, and I'm scrolling down to like find a video that is has continuity to the video topic.
Yeah.
And I think we get pretty far down the scrolling of the first suggestion on YouTube. And I was the first time it was just Candace and I sitting there, and I was scrolling and I was mid-sentence and I was like, oh wait, what? And I had scrolled back up because I was like, what did I just see?
Did I just have a male brain moment?
Yeah, I thought I like imagined it. And so we scroll back up and there's just full on tits. Like naked,
Not blurred.
naked tits, not blurred, full nip.
Yep.
Like, and
Not
it's
censored.
like
It's
they're
too-
this woman like holding them like, you know, and I was like,
They're
what?
pretty massive. They were like honkers.
Yeah, and I was like, this has nothing to do with what we're even looking for. Why is this being suggested here?
It does have kind of something.
Like the
But I'm not gonna-
fucking like vaguest of thread.
I don't know about that.
And so then I was like, look, how long has this been posted and how many views does it have?
How many likes
So
does it have too?
I clicked on it and also I wanted to report it. So I click on it and sometimes they're like the thumbnail will be like clickbait. It's not at all what it was. It was exactly what it was. It was just a screenshot from the video of this girl like massaging her tits. She's like, well, not, you don't hear her saying that because all the audio of it is an educational video, like just taken from an educational video about breastfeeding. And it's just this woman squeezing her tits. And I was like,
It's educational.
what the fuck?
Obviously.
What am I watching? Like it was zero education other than the words that she was saying. But the words that she was saying, she was like describing what she was doing in the video that they took the audio from. So it made zero sense. I was pretty baffled, honestly. I had never seen full nudity on YouTube
Yeah.
in my life. And then I was like, what the fuck? And it had 18 million views. So it wasn't like a 1 view, 2 view Charlie on there. It was 18 million and had been up for 3 weeks.
Are we switching our content strategy to that?
What,
or-
posting tits for our
Yeah,
thumbnails? I will say that will get you a pretty solid CTR. You'll get a decent click-through rate if you just put tits as your thumbnail.
and 18 million views?
And a lot of reports.
Well,
But hey, then
Still up
we'll be
for
on
3
YouTube's
weeks.
radar.
yeah. Susan will have a reason to care
I think
about
given
us.
the context, the podcast being called Nutcases, it should just be a picture of my nuts.
But super blurred, so that way when you have to zoom really far out like that one thumbnail. I'm not
I don't
gonna
know.
tell
I
you
don't
guys
know what you're
which
talking
one.
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna tell them which one.
Yeah,
It's like Neil and
what are you talking
Haystack.
about? What thumbnail? There's no thumbnail that has anything bad in it.
It wasn't blurred, and then we blurred it a little bit more on top of that just to be safe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We also found out when you zoom out without blurring it a second time that you can just clearly see what it was.
It was a little bit nerve-wracking when we were like zooming out. We're like, no, it doesn't look like that. And you'd zoom out, we're like, oh god, it looks like that. It looks exactly like that. And then we added a different blur on it, and it got worse. Like
Yeah, it made it easier to
clearer
see.
somehow. Super weird. Not just the one nut. I think for the podcast, when we start uploading it to Spotify and Apple Music and stuff, the like album art should be like
I'm already on board.
a dog's ball sack.
Okay, you lost me. Okay, you lost me.
And then our faces on each dog nut. And we're like this, like
I like that. I like the comical like sitcom face.
Because that people would definitely click on a video on a picture of dog testicles, right?
I think you get nut tattooed on the juggernaut, like exactly like that font and that font, and then you just take a nice fucking picture of that
the
guy.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, I'm planning on getting the tattoo. I just don't know when yet.
No. Just the word nut on your juggernaut.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
Not a not a. Yeah, just like this font or that font, and then we use that picture of your actual testicle with the word nut on. We can also like superimpose the word nut on top of it. You don't got to get a tattoo, but it'd be a funny story. So
it would be kind of funny. I like doing stuff like that without anyone knowing what it is.
Yeah.
And then months down the road, you'd be like, you know what you guys have actually been looking at? That's my balls. You guys been looking at my balls for the album.
Yeah,
art.
you'd be like really close in, so you can't tell that it's actual like ball sack. It's just like the skin color.
I feel like it'll be pretty hard to hide that it's balls because the bottom of my nuts do this really cool thing where they have like the okay, this is gonna sound gross, but like the pimple, like the little like bulges on them from the hairs that grow out of my balls.
Yeah.
And for guys, immediately recognizable. You'll automatically know what that is.
Is that still the same case on the juggernaut? Because I would imagine the skin is pretty stretched there.
Yeah, it's still the same case.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some thick nut hairs, dude.
Well, you could braid them. Get a nice
In a few
cornrows.
months. I'd have to wait a few months to do that. They're also very like, it's like patchy. There's not like a lot of ball hair all together. It's like spread out amongst the sack.
So we could take that, desaturate all the way. That way you can't tell its skin color. That way that little
Also
hue is
the
out of there.
veins. The veins will be a pretty dead giveaway too.
But there would be
I
no
got some
color.
veiny balls.
No color. So they'll just be like, I wonder what that is. And it'd be really small too, because it's our like profile icon or the podcast like thumbnail. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be able to get away with it.
I think it'll still be recognizable.
Might be able to get away with it.
Oh, get away with it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like a fucking
Like Spotify, Apple Music, maybe even YouTube. Like they might not recognize what it is. But you'll know.
everybody will know.
Everyone watching this right now will, as soon as this releases, as soon as we put this out on the streaming platforms, people are gonna be like, I gotta see the album art. I gotta know if that's what they did. But
And
no,
then we only change it when Susan comes on our podcast. Because then I don't want that associated.
I still don't know how Ludwig managed that.
That's
That's
epic.
insane to me. It's fucking crazy. No, but I guess for those who don't know, the podcast, this is gonna change. We're no longer dual streaming to YouTube. YouTube does not like the podcast being streamed. YouTube apparently just doesn't like streams. They have been giving us nothing but issues, like, yeah, really, of just like, we'll stream something, they don't like it, we get copyright claimed, even though we're within fair use.
Yeah.
They don't care. They still will copyright claim us or penalize us for no reason. Analyze us. So we said fuck it to doing the podcasts onto YouTube. So
And instead of doing it onto YouTube,
we're gonna do it onto YouTube.
yeah.
But we're gonna upload them separately, probably onto a new channel. That's what I'm leaning more towards, because I don't want to convolute all the uploads on my main channel with random podcast episodes. It was nice with the streams because they stayed in the stream category, the lives.
Yeah.
So that was nice, but I don't want to just upload them as like a regular video and confuse people.
The only other way to do it, to keep it out of the clutter, would be to unlist it, and then you don't get any of the watch hours off of that. So it's like, well, fuck, man. Like, what do I do?
Yeah, so what I figure, we'll just start recording the podcast.
I'm excited for that.
And then upload that as a video to YouTube on a new channel for the podcast. And then we can take the audio from the video and we're able to upload that to streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, probably YouTube Music. I don't know how that works with podcasts on there, if they have them.
I don't know. Oh no, it's probably just on Google Podcasts because it's all owned by Google.
Okay, probably.
So.
But yeah, so that stuff will be uploaded separately, so you guys can listen to just the audio format of it, or you can watch the video, which would probably be better because we mime things out a lot, or if we're watching a video reacting to something like that. Anyways, you'll have the ability to see and watch that. And then the plan right now is to, for those who do enjoy watching it live, we're just, whenever we decide to film it, we'll just film it and then through OBS stream it to Discord in a Discord VC. So you guys could be there for the live filming of it if you care about that, or just watch the video when it's uploaded later on, which will be a lot better that we're doing recorded format because then we can structure it way better and do more stuff. So I'm excited for that. And then we're planning on doing bonus episodes or that are uncensored,
like
and
the extended
longer.
cut.
Yeah,
Like when you see a movie, this is extended cut. Like it'll be an hour of like this, and then the next hour will be, we can do a lot more things creatively because it's on a different platform.
And then we're gonna upload that to a Patreon that's gonna be real cheap. Right now I'm thinking about $3, which gives you access to the, like I said, uncensored version, the extra extended version, and the bonus videos of it, which is like a separate episode we're gonna do. And then behind the scenes stuff I'm planning on doing for YouTube videos, music videos, anything that we shoot, we're gonna be capturing behind the scenes footage, upload that to the Patreon. So for $3, you get access to all of that. And then for $5, you get access to all of that. And then we'll have like an additional thing. So I'm thinking right now 2 tiers. I don't know if you have anything else in mind. So like tier 2, you'll be like a founder of it. So then your name will be mentioned at the end of YouTube videos, probably at the end of the podcast as well.
I think another thing I can throw in there is anytime I shoot something, I can do like a deep dive as to how I edited it, how I shot it.
If people are interested in that.
Yeah, and then put that out on the fucking Patreon. That people can be like, oh, cool.
And then also things that didn't make it into the final cut. Sick. Thank you for that fart. Things that didn't make it into the final cut for the YouTube video. So like the extended cut of the actual YouTube videos themselves. So just like more content, like I said, for like really cheap. I'm not trying to break the bank for people or like do it for only the money, but I do want to be able to split revenue with Tyler, and it's kind of hard to do that with Twitch and revenue of that. So I figure the Patreon will be really easy. We just take what we make from there right down the middle and then gives halvesies to each of us. So it's a way for you guys to support not only me, but also the team here. If you're brand new here, maybe it's the first time you're seeing this, Tyler's the editor of this. Well, not the Twitch channel, but my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I edit the Twitch streams.
Live. He's editing them live. So if you are interested, or you like YouTube, the link to my YouTube channel is in chat. Tyler edits most of those videos. Some of them I've edited myself. Yeah. The older ones I edited me, but all the newer stuff for the most part has been Tyler. And then also my gaming channel that's linked to that same channel. He's edited the videos. He edited the Choo Choo Charles one for that. So he does a lot of behind the scenes stuff. He's the cameraman for a lot of the videos, a lot of stuff. So I want to be able to like support in that sense and be able to pay him more because he does way more than I feel like I'm paying him for, or like this deal we have worked out. I don't feel like it's fair.
I'm trying to like do as much as I can, because the more I do, the less of a burden there is for you, and the more likelihood of like you're just able to be creative, so that this whole thing can just like kind of be more seamless.
Yeah. So those are the changes. If you haven't heard me talk about them already, those are the changes that will be happening to the podcast. Normally what we've done is we've streamed the podcast on Saturday nights, kind of late, to Twitch and YouTube, and then really the main reason we were streaming it to YouTube was so that it just automatically uploaded, made it really, really easy. But YouTube doesn't like that, apparently. So we're nixing that. We're not going to be streaming the podcast to Twitch or YouTube at all, really. We're just going to be recording it and then streaming it to the Discord server, but we don't have a specific time. It's not going to be scheduled. So if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't. But you can go watch it on YouTube or listen to it on other platforms as well. Is Amazon stream going to be Thursday? So I'll address that. We are doing an weird Amazon shit stream. We've done one before. It's pretty much where you guys in the Discord server, the link's in chat, It's also linked to my Twitch channel. You can find the Discord. Join that. There's a channel in there called Weird Amazon. And that's where you guys send the link to the weirdest stuff you can find on Amazon within $100. You send it there, and then I'm going to be looking at it, and I have to buy. You guys are really going to decide whether I buy it or not. And then I'm going to unbox all of that when it gets here on stream as well. So you know what we're talking about. That, depending on how many things we get submitted, how good they are by Thursday, we might do that on Thursday. I also have a bunch of work shit coming up this week, so I might just push that off to Saturday, because then that all the work stuff will be done with by the weekend. So that might be a week from today. Might be this coming Saturday that we're going to do the Amazon thing. I think it'll be better that way. We'll just do it on Saturday. I'll just push to Saturday now. We're going to do it Saturday. Saturday will be the Amazon stuff. And then I
hope you're fucking ready to be confused.
Hey, yo, thank you for the follow.
Welcome.
Appreciate that.
Is that? Oh, I
can't
missed it.
see the name. Ryjay, I think it said. Welcome to the Crab Pack. Yeah, Saturday would be a better day. So we'll just do a Saturday. Still going to be streams on Tuesday and Thursday. It's just, I don't want to be doing anything important like that and then have to go tend to work stuff and that get like interrupted and stuff. So we'll just push it. We'll just push it to Saturday. We'll do that Saturday. But now everybody's in the know of that. But I'm excited for, you know, what's to come with this podcast and moving it to a more stabilized sense. What's up, RJ? Or Ryjay?
Pogger champions.
Yeah. I enjoy the podcast. It's like really cathartic. I don't know if it's the same for you, but
yeah, I'm getting more into my element, I guess, with like talking. That's really what it is, man.
The irony of I'm getting really comfortable with talking.
Dude, we'll fucking talk for like 6 fucking hours after stream, and the fact that it's just like, I feel like
live.
As soon as I get here, it's not even that it's live. Like I can give a fuck if there's a camera there. Like my brain just like shuts down, and I'm like, yeah, what happened this week? Indeed, I fucking don't know either.
I've had that happen as well. When I first started streaming, oh my god, dude, I was a fucking dweeb. An absolute dweeb on stream, dude. I was like, hey, what's up, everyone? There's no one there. I'm just talking to myself, and I'd be having a nice conversation with myself. Or the first stream that I did, I played Halo with Joey. So I didn't see anyone in chat, so I would just like talk to Joey, make the jokes to Joey that I want to chat to hear. And then we got like 2 people. It was really cool. And then we averaged, dude, the first stream I ever did averaged 7 people, which I thought was nothing at the time. I was like, only 7? This is hard. And people were like, you got 7 your first stream, dude? I got 0. And I was like, oh, well, woo, go me then, I guess.
It's a 700% increase.
Yeah, but it was real. What I will say was really nice. Bob, all the memes that Bob's posted to the meme channel and stuff, it was like a time capsule. Because you like so many of these old clips where they just have the dog shit webcam I used to use. And then we moved to like the GoPro that was somehow worse than a webcam because it was I think it's a GoPro Hero 3. So it's like, yeah, 1080p, not really. And then I had like a DSLR, the Canon Rebel T3i that maxed out at 720, but looked like fuzzy as shit for some reason. And then jumped to this guy that does like 4K actual clear image. It was really nice seeing that. But on top of that, it was like the progression of the content itself and how much more comfortable I got being on stream and just talking to sometimes nobody, sometimes a bunch of people.
And for those that don't know, this was all started on a dare.
Yeah, it was streaming. I don't know, the best dare I ever accepted, really. Like, led me down the path of what now I am pursuing as a career, which is fucking awesome.
That's tits.
So if all this works out, when all of this works out, I'll have Gibby to thank. Write him a nice letter. He's not getting any money, but I'll write him a nice letter. Like, hey, dear Gilbert, thank you. Bye.
Enough said.
Enough said. Or not even that, just dear Gibby, you know. And then just put like a nice $10 bill in there. Here's your payment.
Crisp one.
a nice crisp $10 bill.
And by that time, the time you sent him that, the dollar bill will be worth eggshells.
Yeah, so then the $10.
Yeah, we'll be trading fucking bottle caps.
Then
like
I would have actually given him
Fallout.
$4. Inflation's gonna get real bad when I finally make it. That's good to know.
Dude, yeah, we're gonna hit a fucking bad time.
Dude. Yeah. That's part of like the deep anxiety that I have is like, a recession is predicted, and I'm like,
It is looming.
and I'm like, I'm gonna quit my job. I should quit my job. That's a good idea. It's definitely terrifying to say the least. It's a very scary thought, but
Hey, but if we're homeless together, so that's kind of cool.
you know, home is where the heart is.
Home is where the hard-ons are. Wait, yeah,
Yeah, no, I like that.
The hard
home is
is-
where you get hard.
Yeah.
I'm home everywhere. I have no problem getting hard in.
You know, sometimes
places
I'm
that
at
should
home
not
when
be
I'm
hard.
at work.
Dude,
When
I was at
work.
I had a work meeting this week, and I was sitting there, and we're like, boring as fuck. Doesn't matter what we were talking about, and I was like,
What's going on?
"What are you
down there?
doing, man?"
Yeah.
And he's just like, you know, like that's how I picked. Like a boner is like when you're flexing really hard. My dick's just like, and I'm like, "What are you fucking excited about?"
Yeah, I'm working out. The fucking yeah.
And then I had to like stand up once the meeting was over, and I was like, no, I'll wait here for a second. Just like, I mean, I'm not gonna stand up and just have my pleats just like
It's just like
springing up.
Oh
you know?
yeah, that fucking briefing was so good.
Yeah. Then I'd have to pull like an anchor man. Like it's the design of the pants makes it look that way. I'm not hard. You're hard. Stop looking. It's weird. What are you, gay?
Okay,
What are you, RGB?
it's weird that you had to find out like this, but yes, I stuff my underwear because that would be less embarrassing than
No, it's a
being
tube
hard.
sock. It's I'm trying to keep my socks warm. You know. It's this thing I found out. It prevents swamp nuts if you just put
Yeah, it's
a
like
tube sock.
moisture
2 of
wicking.
them in
Yeah.
there. And they're like, really? Should try that. And then the next day,
should,
everyone
yeah.
just has like puffy dick. Yeah, so
Even
it
women
makes me
have-
sweat more. I don't know why you said to do that.
It's like leg warmers around your fucking cock.
Have you ever
Cock
done the
warmers.
thing where you put your dick and balls
In a
into
Chinese
a
finger
tube
trap?
sock?
Oh,
Would yours fit into a Chinese finger trap?
when it's all like
Like when it's fully
When it's-
soft?
yeah, when it's travel size, yeah.
Oh, and then imagine like then I show you like boobs and
Oh,
you
can
start
you
getting
get-
hard.
Mm.
That'd be
should try that.
super. Honestly, I'm kind of down.
You kind of you push it
Kinda
down,
down.
and then your tip is just blue. And you're just like, okay, cool.
No, what I was
Hopefully I don't get
referring to
necrosis.
was a tube sock,
Yeah.
and you like stuff your dick and balls into it, and then it's just a floating sock. Have you ever done that? If you haven't, you should try that later, not now.
Oh,
Well,
lame.
you should try it once we end this, and then do the Bone Zone episode. Then we'll just film that with just tube socks. Can you imagine? Hey
Yeah.
guys, welcome to the bone. But it's like a close up, just slowly zooming out, and we're just wearing nothing but a tube sock.
I want us to be wearing like fucking business like jacket, fucking tie, button down, and then tube sock.
That'd be business on the
pulls out.
top, tube cock on the bottom.
Yeah, that's my Zoom call attire. Hopefully they're not like
Why do you need a tube sock over your dick and balls for a Zoom call?
a little modesty sock, man. I don't know. In
I'm
case-
trying to think of like a way in like a work meeting in a Zoom call that you would have to stand up. Like what would cause you to need to stand up?
when they say, "Hey, can you stand up for me?
Why?
Are you hard right now?
Hey, prove to me that you don't have a boner right now.
Are you-
Stand up.
You're fucking hard right now. I can tell. Your desk shifted like
That-
3 inches
That definitely sounds like some gaslighting that I would do. I would definitely. I'm gonna do that.
on a Zoom call.
I'm gonna do.
You're
no,
definitely
in
hard
person.
right now.
I'm gonna do that at work. Why do you have a boner? He's like, what? I don't. Definitely, you definitely are hard right now. I'm like, no, I'm not. And then it turns into like, show me, prove it. That would be that'd be sexual
assault.
harassment. That'd be sexual harassment in the workplace, which is usually not allowed.
Sometimes
Yeah,
we can
It's-
figure it out. We can figure out how to snake the law.
I wouldn't say it's frowned upon. I'd say it's more like smirked upon, like, but not frowned.
Yeah, but you're not doing it to a woman. You're kind of like equaling the playing field. Like you're doing it to a man for the first time in years.
Well, that's true, and everyone knows you can't sexually harass a man.
Yeah, you slap him on the ass. Be like, hey, meet me in the copying room.
Meet me in the copying room.
Show me your fucking not boner.
Meet me in the copying room. Like, what, do you have something to show me? No. Looks like you've got something to show me. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out, bud.
It sounds like you're really excited to see me today. So I just thought I'd let you know that I noticed.
Let's take this conversation to the mail room.
Where the males go.
They're like, we don't have a mail room. Oh,
the males room. The
show you
restroom.
wrong.
Sorry.
And we're like, there's like this secret room at your office that just has a bunch of naked dudes in it. Welcome to the mail room.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
M-A-L-E.
Yeah, M-A-L-E mail room. Yeah. What do you think it was, you idiot? Take your pants off.
No
Take
shoes,
your pants off,
no shirt, no pants, no
Take
service.
your pants off. You're offending their culture.
Wait. No shoes, no pants, no shirt, service.
No shoes.
I said no service.
No shoes, no pants, and it just like turns into this long list of what's not allowed.
No girls.
Socks, no shirts. Wait, I already said that. No pants. Oh, I said that too. No undies. No condoms. No Chinese finger traps over the dicks. No tube socks.
It has a stop sign, but it has spray painted "No girls allowed" on it. Like a fucking
or
kid.
Clothes. No girls or clothes allowed. But they like wrote in the or clothes in crayon.
That would imply that there is a female room somewhere in the building.
I think we're just describing a male strip club. Because I was literally about to say there's like club music playing, and I was like, wait, no, that exists.
These already exist.
Yeah.
That's lame. Could have invented something right there.
Have you ever been to a male strip club?
Yes.
That's the only type of strip club I haven't been to.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what other women? Okay.
Yeah, like strip clubs and male strip clubs.
But you said that's the only other one.
Yeah, I've been to regular strip clubs. Just haven't been to male strip clubs.
I haven't been to a trans strip club. They're pretty cool.
Do those exist?
I don't know. They should.
I don't know. Maybe that's a good business venture we could do together. But rather than like asking people to come do it, we would do it ourselves. Yeah. So you and I will get breast implants.
We'll start to be pioneers.
Yeah, we'll be like both with dicks and tits.
Yeah.
And we'll start our own strip club.
We can have Miley Cyrus's "You Get the Best of Both Worlds" playing all the time.
And we're like doing the dick swing thing.
It's in elephant underwear. It's like,
but we get like a really like cheap shitty tit like boob job, so they just look swollen and painful.
I want to get cubes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I want to get Minecraft cubes in my tits.
Yeah, do you guys know what I'm talking about? You ever seen like a girl with breast implants that maybe they're not like poorly done, but they just look painful.
It looks
and
like
swollen and they don't move.
They look rock hard and it looks like they vacuum sealed the fucking skin around it.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like it's tight around the implant instead of like loose.
Yeah, like
and nice.
they instead of doing like the breast implant, they just put like a bocce ball inside there and then
it slurped out all the air.
And then sewed it shut real quick. So then it's just like a bocce ball tit on each side. And then it's always that the nipples are like that. They're always
they're looking different directions usually.
It's like they got like lazy eyes, you know, but like none of them are looking the right way. Because like I know I have weird nipples. Didn't mean to just flash that on you guys. Mine point pretty far east and west, you know. But when women get those, I don't know what they are, what causes it, but those type of breast implants, their nipples are worse than mine.
Candace said, "Can we all get new boobies?"
No. Only Tyler and I. Only Tyler and I.
New male-dominated sport.
Breast implant. Yeah. Competitive breast implanting.
That's the sport. Yeah. I don't know where my brain was going with it.
I don't know why my brain thought of a bocce ball when I was describing it, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's like painfully accurate.
Yeah.
It does look exactly like a bocce ball stuffed up into a chest.
I don't know why they're cooking it on a grill, but like, sure, man. The hibachi ball.
I meant to start a timer. Forget it. But I think we've hit the hour mark. Just like hit that mark, dude.
Just like
the hour mark is a clit and we hit that shit, dude.
I think
we're just fucking busting down on that.
If you want to see the rest of this video and It's not a stream for sure. Not a stream. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
dummy.
ignore the chat right here.
But if you want to see the rest of this video, head over to Patreon.
Oh, we're doing that now. We're just transition to the Bone Zone now.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying. I was like, oh, I was set an alarm. So
Well, I was more so just saying I did forget an alarm. But then I was gonna say, do you have anything else to talk about, or are we gonna move to the Bone Zone for the next thing we record? The bonus episode. Yeah, but I was like, oh, we're just like, it's done.
do I have anything? I just was not even. I was touching the mic when I spoke into it. Pants. Yep, got those.
I don't think I had anything else that I was going to talk about for the free episode.
Oh. No, we'll save that. We'll save that. Because I think that's might rub some people the wrong way, but
rub the wrong clits.
Yeah. Rub sandpaper.
Rub the clits left and right instead of up and down.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, one thing I want to. This would probably be better for the bonus episode, but I'm going to ask it anyways.
A little teaser.
I won't oust who it was.
Oh.
But someone we know very well, when we were hanging out one time, they were talking about, they were like doing it in a dance move, right? And they were talking about busting down on the clit and rubbing down on it. And they were using their like thumb. And I think Candace remembers it better than I.
Well, you could, I guess, if you're doing that kind of thing.
That's what they were,
Or like that.
No, it was like this.
That seems dumb now that I just did that.
Yeah.
This is where you do.
I saw it and you're like, if you're doing this. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know why you would. Were you like fish?
Yeah, I know. I did that and I was like, that doesn't feel comfortable.
What was it, Candace? Oh, yeah, just this. Like,
so put the hand on top?
Hand on the fupa.
Damn.
And then just bust.
Damn.
Again, not going to say who it was, but your hands down on the fupa.
You wouldn't want to do that.
And you just go. And I remember Candace and I were both like, the fuck are you doing? And he's like, rubbing the clit. And I was like, you have never had sex.
The clitosaurus.
Or if you have, it was before you found out women have clits. Or you still haven't found the clit. Which all circumstances, sorry to hear that, bud. All circumstances, sorry to hear that, bud. Yeah, but it was just like he so confidently ousted that he doesn't know what the fuck is happening. And then when we got into this, like joking, obviously, we got into this argument talking about like, that's not how you do that. You can use your thumb, but the way you're doing it is weird. I guess if you're like, again, definitely this would be better for the bonus episode, but to give you guys a little sneak peek, I guess. If you're like in this position, that would kind of, yeah, like what other finger are you going to use? I guess you could like
when I did that, I looked at myself in the face. And then
how'd you get over there, me?
I was like, why is that? That's wrong.
What are you shooting up her pussy?
It's been
bang, bang.
It's been like 3 months since I've had sex. So it's getting real fucking like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've been not getting a little bit rusty. In the dojo.
Well, yeah, the first like 10 minutes of it will like be kicking off the rust, and then you come. So
yep. And then I'm gonna be like, right, the clit's on her nipple. I think.
I remember this. I see both your clits are there. Wait, one's supposed to be on the butthole. Now I'm confused. The terminology butthole clit is so funny to me.
Booty clit.
Butthole clit. Shout out to Workaholics for putting me on that train. I'm going to write a thing down real quick. It's a topic to talk about for the bonus episode. Occupy them so it's not just awkwardly silent.
No, we'll wait.
Okay.
So, knock, knock.
Okay, never mind. Don't do that.
I love saying knock knock without a joke loaded in the chamber, because then everybody's like, what? Like, who's there?
When you go like knock knock, who's there? You just laugh at it for no reason and they're like, what?
I laugh at it because it's so fucking stupid. It's like,
dude, that's like
it's the funniest way to hold people's attention. It's like, hey, can you entertain them while I'm gone for a second? So airplanes, am I right?
Dude, so Ray and I had this running joke, and our old friend Michael, who I guess didn't want to be friends with us anymore because he just left and moved away and didn't tell anyone.
Cue sounds of silence.
Yeah, weird. But anyways, we had this running joke. I don't remember how it started, and it's not going to make any sense or be funny because it's more of an inside joke, really.
We're inside, so it's fine.
Yeah. So I liked saying it in front of people, and they'd be like, what the fuck? And I'd be like, the joke went like this, okay?
Okay.
Hey, are you from Texas?
Right. No.
Say yes.
No.
Say yes.
Say yes.
No, just say the word yes.
Yes. I think I get it.
That was it. That was the whole joke.
It just means that they're calling themselves stupid because of that SpongeBob episode.
No.
Oh, okay. No.
We created this joke before SpongeBob was invented.
I don't think so. I don't think you were created before SpongeBob was invented.
I think I would know better than you, but
Hey, Google.
It's just me.
When did SpongeBob first air?
The air date of the first episode of SpongeBob SquarePants was May 1st, 1999.
Ha!
I was born before SpongeBob. That's crazy.
Both of us were.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. Is it a cyclone? It's a cyclone. It's a cyclone. I fucking love doing that now. And anytime I hear, no, it's not that. Cyclone. It's a cyclone?
Oh, God, that
I just mixed the fucking
that
Family Guy episode where he's like, it's a jackal? It's a jackal. It's a jackal. It's a jackal.
Yeah, that conversation with your grandmother was fucking painful. And then on top of that, I'm like stoked because I like just got my new computer. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm like putting in the extra hard drive. Yeah. And then your grandmother's sitting there like, there's a storm that was going on.
What's it called?
It's not a hurricane. Fuck, what is it called?
And I was like, typhoon?
And we're both sitting there. I'm like, fucking, I don't, tsunami. I don't know. We're just like saying stuff. She's like, no. And then at the end, she's like, a cyclone. And we're like, who the fuck knows about cyclones?
Right. And I don't know like the differentiation between cyclone, hurricane, regular ass storm. I can understand
monsoon.
that.
That's what we thought she was talking about.
Yeah.
It was a monsoon.
I didn't know like obviously there's a difference between a fucking hurricane and a storm, but like
barely.
Sometimes for some people. But when she was like, "Oh, it's a cyclone," I was like, "What even is that?" I've never heard. Oh, we're in a cyclone right now. What is that? I've been on the ride, the cyclone at Six Flags.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever even used the word cyclone.
I've heard the song. She got it going like a cyclone.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I have sung that song. So I guess I've used the word, but never without any like verbal context of talking about the weather.
Right.
It was like somebody like a cyclone, like a cyclone. That's the only time I've ever said it.
We can reignite the fucking karaoke right now.
Other than when your grandmother said a cyclone, and I was like,
she's Australian all of a sudden.
Dude,
cyclone.
That did okay. What I said did not sound Australian.
You said cyclone.
Like a cyclone. You know, it's like that. Also, one of the videos you did the Canadian fucking flag behind me when we were doing the dudes taking L's video.
Yeah.
And then we were watching that recently when Brandon and Esteban were here, and that popped up, and both of them were like, "Why was the flag there?" And I was like, "Tyler thought I sounded Canadian," and then they were like, "Go back," and I went back, and they were like, "Not any Canadian I've ever heard," and I was like, no.
Bro, one of them is 18, and the other guy is Brandon. So,
yeah, but also Candace and I were like, I don't. There was when you.
No one threw the flag on the play. No one threw the flag on the play on the edit.
The first time you did, I was like, "Why is there a Canadian flag?"
And you weren't like, "That doesn't belong there."
And then you were like, "Because you sound Canadian," and I was like, "Run it back," and you ran it back, and I listened to it, and I was like, "All right, yeah, kind of." But that was with like shitty speakers. It was with the fucking black speaker that I have, and then when it played on like the fucking TV surrounds, it's not surround sound, but the TV sound bar.
You'll have to show me.
It played. I was like,
to this day, still think you sound.
It played, and I was like, wow, that didn't sound Canadian at all. But
I thought you hit like a fucking Minnesota fucking don't you know like fucking
maybe like one of the phrases I said a little bit.
There's a moose loose, a booty
now
loose.
I'm just gonna ride with it as like it's something to generate comments. People see it and they're like,
why was there a Canadian flag?
was there a Canadian flag? No context. And then I don't respond to any of those comments.
Tyler's
and
Canadian.
then it'll fall into the Krabby lore. And no one who has seen this episode of the podcast will know what the fuck that was about. Yeah, I don't know. I pronounced the first word weird, so I just ran with it.
The shirt.
What about it?
It's Zane's Georgia shirt.
Yeah, this isn't mine. I've said that
right.
before.
No, but I'm it's like it's got Georgia in it.
Because it went into like Southern.
Yeah, it's like you embody the power of the Southern.
I love when he'll like come home from wherever the fuck he goes, and he's on the phone with like his grandma, cousin, mom, dad.
Bro.
Dog, doesn't fucking matter. Anyone from Georgia, and all of a sudden he's all Southern again. He starts talking with that twang.
Dude, he has split personality.
And I just stare at him. Like he walks in, he's like, all right, well, I'm home now, so I'll call you later. And I'm like, and then he ends, he's like, what's up, dude? And then I'm like,
and then he goes to fucking Fry's, or the grocery store, he goes fucking anywhere. And he's like, thank you. Like he's got a service voice
go
too.
to work.
Dude, it's so fucking like, what are you doing? Just be normal for a second.
He has no continuity with any of the voices, dude.
I love him to death.
telling
Salt
you.
of the earth. What are you doing? What's going on with that?
When I ask him about it, he's like, yeah, I don't know, man. When I talk to my family on the phone, it just comes out. And I was like, oh, no, I know.
So you're not forcing it? Like, does it feel like you're...
He says he's not forcing it. But my conspiracy that I have thought of is that his family will disown him if he talks to them with anything other than a Southern accent. So then when he's on the phone, he's like, hey, man. However the fuck. His doesn't even sound real. It sounds fake.
People
and
impersonating
he grew up
accents
in Georgia.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fucking sound...
It does sound completely manufactured.
It sounds forced, but he says it's not. I don't get it. It doesn't fucking make sense, man. Hey, Zane, if you're watching this, I'm on to you. You're not fooling anyone anymore.
He's actually from Canada.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I've met his family, yes. His mom did have a Southern accent.
They're from Canada, moved to Georgia. They don't want to be associated with Canada at all. So they're like, we're Georgians.
We're switching it up.
We are Southern, okay? You better be Southern or we will disown you. Like to keep that lore in there. That's 100% what's going on.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
That's gotta be the case.
It's gotta be it. It's got to be it.
Now we can release a 12-part series on Zane's.
He doesn't even have his like green card. He's like here illegally from Canada.
Yes.
He's like living under the radar.
So would be fire, right? If ICE deals with...
Oh, you're talking about the government agency, like
yeah.
ICE? Yeah. Okay, go on.
It was a funny little, like, if you had a little brain teaser, a little fucking like, ICE deals with the Southern Hemisphere. Fire must deal with the northern one.
Pretty sure ICE deals with both.
That's kind of lame, dude.
Like there's border patrol at the Mexican border and the Canadian border.
When was the last time you seen ICE in Mexico?
I haven't been to Mexico in a very long time.
That's what I thought.
So, when the last time I was in Mexico, I got a drink that had ice in it, so it would be that time.
There you go.
It would be that time.
That I don't know why, but it reminded me of like any time ever in a movie you're in Mexico. Like you know based on the coloring, it's like set in Mexico. Like they just fucking crank the orange filter on everything. Like yeah, it's just hot and orange everywhere.
They did the same thing in the newest Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2.
They just crank the orange.
Because the whole thing takes place in Mexico, basically. And when it's daytime, it's not daytime, it's orange.
Yeah.
It's just orange. And then nighttime is nighttime.
It's blue.
It's like nighttime, orange. Just orange. Orange. And then they had like the quarry episode where you're like scaling down the side of that quarry and it's like gray because it's a quarry and then orange behind you. Mexico behind you.
Yeah. Anytime you're in Mexico, cue the fucking tumbleweed going across the frame. Like a fucking little dribble of sweat coming off of a fucking like a bottle of
and
cerveza.
And then always that trumpet like
yes.
Almost always,
the
dude.
music.
Every movie, every scene, every video game,
Talking
every
about tropes.
porno. Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Not a
anyways,
filmmaking podcast. My bad.
all right. Well, I think we're going to call this episode there. You can go to the Patreon and you can listen to it there. And you can also get the boner episode, the bonus episode over on the Patreon, which is also uncensored and probably just uncut because editing takes too long. Anyways.
And there's no like terms of service other than
no terms of
don't be a
service.
fucking dickhead.
Obviously, we're not going to be saying like that fucked up stuff. We're going to be
Right.
saying fucked up stuff, but not that fucked up.
And we could probably show our cocks on screen.
We
too.
could, yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
We just have to make you have to be 18 to subscribe to it,
We can have an extra tier.
which I'm planning on already doing.
Bang.
An extra tier, like
Dude,
tier
our
3.
next cold open for the boner episode is just sword fighting.
Tier 3 is the cock unlock.
I mean, it's got to be written in stone.
Meant to be, man. Meant to be. Anyways, thank you for watching this free episode. We'll see you on the boner episode, the boner zone.